you're going to move. Today, these people will leave changed. Today, when we leave your house, we're going to walk into our house different. And that's what I want to believe today. So as we're worshiping, as we're singing together, as we have our arms just lifted as high as we possibly can, as we have our voices lifted and screaming and shouting, as I said this morning, believe it. Amen. Right. Sing it out, people. People, strangers, neighbor, our blood is one. Generations, come. So heartbeat, hold your head up high, don't fear no evil. Fix your eyes on this one truth. God is madly in love with you. So take courage, hold on, be strong. Remember where it comes from. Let's lift his mighty name, Jesus. Jesus, redemption, is in his blood. Come on, shout his name. Jesus, light of heaven, friend forever, kingdom come. So don't let your heart beat. Hold your head up high, don't fear evil. Fix your eyes on this untrue. God is madly in love with you. So take courage, hold on. Comes from Jesus, our redemption, our salvation is in his blood. Yeah. Jesus, light of heaven, friend forever, his kingdom come. Hallelujah. My God, I just pray that you swing wide all of heaven in this place, God. God, that all the praises that go up today, God, you only, God, because you are worth and worthy of every praise that is lifted tonight. Hallelujah. Sing along with us, church. Swing wide. Swing wide, all you heavens. Let the praise go up as the walls come. All creation, everything with breath, read the sound. Children, clean hands, our hearts, good grace, good God. His name is Jesus. Yeah, hallelujah. Sing it out, swing wide. Swing wide. Heavens, let the praise go. Yes, all the praises to you, Jesus. All creation, everything with breath, repeat the sound. All his children, clean hands, pure hearts, good grace. All right, church. Every voice lifted, shout it out. Swing wide, all you heavens, let the praise down on creation. Everything with breath, beneath the sound. All these children, clean hands, pure hearts, good grace, good God. His name is Jesus. Sing that. Whoa, whoa, the voice is Jesus. Let's go, church. Jesus, our redemption, salvation is in his blood. His mighty name, hallelujah. Jesus, light of heaven, and forever his kingdom come. Somebody give him praise tonight. Give him praise tonight.
Such a good song. So I want to testify about 2020 because I was supposed to testify and we couldn't be here, but 2020 was a rough year. But with that being said, it was my life. And it was that way because God showed up in 2020, and it was unbelievable. Some of the stuff that, first and foremost, my best friend getting pregnant, unbelievable. I can't get enough of saying that, but I went into 2020 with some big expectations, and one of those expectations was that God would restore relationships in my life that had been broken. And the second thing was that God would give me purpose. Because those were two of the things that I just felt like they life, they were relationships I wanted restored, but God surprised me in a way I imagined. I thought I knew what that meant, restoring those relationships. It's such a different plan. So about 15 years ago, I was given the opportunity I was hired as a chiropractic assistant office. I had no experience. I didn't belong there. It was totally a gift from God, and I was there. The amazing thing about this office is they're Christians, but at that time in my life, I was broken. I just was not in a place to be there. Passion for being there, and after being there for 2 years, my life was a mess, and I couldn't get it together. And one day I walked in and I looked at my boss and I said, and I had not been very nice. I looked at him and I said, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want anything to do with this place. And in my heart, I was lying. I was just broken and I was hurting people. And I walked out. I walked out the door. I was hysterical. I knew I was making one of the biggest mistakes of my life, because I was in a place where people loved me. This time in my life, and what God's voice was, and I knew I was making a big mistake, but I did it anyways because I was hurting and I wanted to hurt someone. So 15 years later, we come into 2020, one of the craziest years any of us have ever seen, but the year didn't start off easy for me. It was hard. We had COVID. I was like, God, I really wanted you to use me this year in like a special way. I needed purpose. And I'm like, great, now I'm stuck home. Like, I'm never going to find my purpose, which I knew was false too. It was such a lie from the enemy. But during COVID, I somehow happened to get in touch with my old boss's wife, Marcia. And I was like, it was over oils. You guys know I'm a weirdo. So I was like, hey, I need some essential oils. Can you help me out? And so she was like, yeah, come over my house. So I went over her house and I brought my kids, and it just so happens we have kids that are the same age, and our kids became instant best friends. And so we started hanging out all the time. And not too far into that, I said, Marcia, I need to apologize to you, because she worked at the office too at the time. I said, the way I left the office, the way I treated you all, it was terrible, and I'm so sorry. And she looked at me and she said, I have no idea what you're talking about. We have nothing but great memories of you being there. And I was like, okay, but that doesn't sit well with me. So I then went, and I am not a bold person. Seems like I am. I've never thought I'd have this mic in my hand as much as I have in the last few weeks, but here I am. So I sat down with my boss, and I sat down with my old boss, and I said, you know, Dr. Mark, I'm so sorry for what